Hi, good afternoon, selamat tengah hari, and 下午好 to our viewers here from Mid Valley South Key, and also our viewers on Facebook Live. So my name is Chia. I will be your MC for today. So with us today we have Alifi. Alifi is an optometrist, Focus Point optometrist from our outlet here in Focus Point Concept Store South Key Mega Mall. So he will be sharing with us a topic that is very insightful, very interesting, and very practical regarding our 360-degree APEC eye check procedure. So without further delay, let us invite Alifi to bring us dived into his slides and also his contents.
Right.
Let us welcome Alifi.
Right. Thank you so much, Ms. Chia. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I just want to, first thing first, I want to express myself that I am very heartbroken. Whenever patients seeing me, alright, whenever patients seeing me with the condition that considered as eye disease, as considered as acute or chronic eye disease or severe eye disease, then the one who is responsible to telling them that the condition is supposed to be irreversible is me. So it's quite heartbroken for me. And today I will sharing a bit about the awareness, so that how big, so important to having comprehensive eye checkup, all right, regularly. So first thing first, I would like to thank to Ms. Chia. Thank you so much for this opportunity, because this I'm being here to at least give some awareness to the people, so that how big important to actually gain or seek the comprehensive eye checkup beyond the power eye check, or we call it refraction. So before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon to everyone here. My name is Aliffinurashidi bin Rusli. I am graduated from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, National University of Malaysia, from UKM. Just recently, Alhamdulillah. And today, so our topic today is basically eye examination should go beyond the power eye check, yeah? So first thing first, what I would like to ask everyone here is basically to be grateful, alright? Because from the entire of our body got about 36 trillion cells, alright? 36 trillion cells from the entire of our body. The one and the only cell that is transparent is our eye, mashallah. So we have to very grateful to all of us. We need to very grateful, because the transparent cell just only got in our eye, which are our lens inside the eyeball, and the cornea that is in front of our part of the eye. So basically, most people will not be aware of it, because most people will not even not aware of it, because that one is very transparent, like water, crystal water you put into the glass. So sometimes you cannot even aware. So before the colored iris, you sometimes people will color in a dark brown, sometimes will be blue. So before the layer of the iris, there will be cornea that is transparent. So because the transparency, they will be able to see, to visualize whatever we see, what we see, this one, what is this, and we as optometrists, of course, and ophthalmologists, of course, can visualize what inside the eyeball, because the transparency. So we need to very grateful that then the transparency is made up. This cornea is 5 layers. It's got 5 layers of cornea. So it's made up by the collagen. Alright, so this collagen is very regular in place and intact. That is very regular. That's why it is very transparent. So we need to very grateful to God. Just our responsibility, our job is just to maintain the transparency. Everything has been created by God. So what we need to is doing the fully comprehensive eye checkup, so that it will be always be transparent. And did you know actually, right, this transparent cornea will be used until you die. So there will be the same cornea, will be the same layer of the cells, they will be the same until you die. So this one is very important.
So Alifi, you mentioned that the cornea is supposed to be transparent. Is there any conditions where the cornea will lose its transparency? Maybe you can bring us further into these examples of condition, and also enlighten us on what examination can actually detect these conditions.
Alright, one thing that I maybe can remember now, my patient, he is abused with the contact lens. He sleep with the contact lens about more than 18 hours. So whenever he wake up, the cornea is actually has already edema, already inflamed. So whenever we check through the slit lamp, there's a magnifier thingy that can magnify the cornea, and we see there will be edema and scratch on the cornea itself. There's will be bengkak, dalam bahasa Melayu bengkak. So whenever it's bengkak, there will be affect the vision. So there will be permanent blindness if the scratch or edema will happen at the center of the cornea, and eventually if the scratch is happen on the stroma layer, that is the third stroma layer, there will be no reversible, because the stroma layer will not even regenerate, because sometimes your cell will be changed about 2 to 3 weeks once in a while, your gut will be changed about 2 to 3 weeks once in a while, but our cornea in stroma layer will be used until you die, the same cornea. This is very important.
So I think what Alifi is trying to say is that abuse of contact lenses can cause a lot of side effects. Some of these side effects can actually cause cornea to become whitish, hazy. So all these conditions can actually make cornea lose its transparency. And if not controlled or not treated in time, not detected in time, it can actually lead to blindness or permanent vision damage.
So I will continue. Thank you so much, Misha, for that. And this is what is eyeball size. This is the sagittal section of our eyeball. So our eyeball is just about 2.22 to 25 mm in diameter, in mm. So when even they are so small, all right, but it can carry about 126 million photoreceptor cell. This is the cell that is very sensitive to light. We got two kind of photoreceptor. So can you imagine, this 126 million cell, you need to pay 1 ringgit over 1 day. How many ringgit you will need to pay? So please grateful, because this photoreceptor is appreciate your colors, is appreciate whatever you see now. They will be even automatically being processed. You even don't need to think, all right? You using your brain, but they actually is will be visualized by interpretation of course by your brain also. So what is this I would like to emphasize is something like you have to very grateful. So over the 1 to 6 million cell, we got 6 million of cones that in the eye, inside the eyeball, we got 6 million of cones that appreciate color. And the another one, the 120 millions will be the rods. Rod will function whenever you're in the dark. So whenever you're in the dark, sometime after maybe about the first 5 seconds, you will even cannot see. But after 5 seconds or quite some time, you can able to see, because the rod is functioning. Because the rod is function whenever you're in the dark. So you have to very grateful and care all these 126 million cells inside.
So these cells actually allow us to see how beautiful the world around us is.
Yes, Miss Chia. All right, so this one is the blind spot. All right, from the 126 million photoreceptors just now, they converge, all the cell will converge to the nerve, to the 1.2 million nerve into the blind spot. I will show some later what is the blind spot. This is the blind spot, all right? So they will converge all the nerve into 1.2 million nerve into the brain. So we are seeing with our eyeball and of course our brain, all right? So whatever have been given here, please be grateful, please be appreciate whatever has been given to us. So our eyeball is very small, but this all is very important to you. You need to take care of all this. So I will please everyone to appreciate by doing what? By doing fully comprehensive eye checkup. Just not about the power. We don't need the patient come to the optometrist just wanted to having the eye check only, because there is be more. Okay, you can see there will be about the lens is over here. There will be retina, got 126 million photoreceptor. There will be cornea in front of the part. So it's not just about the power, but everything of the eye have. So before that, I would like to compare between the screening eye test and of course the comprehensive eye checkup. What is the comparison with it? So basically the screening eye test is just all about the visual acuity and of course the power eye check only. So whenever you come to the any optical shop, you just put your chin over the machine, the machine start to estimate what is the power. There is a screening eye test. Even it's not involve the critical diagnosis. You don't know what is the problem. Sometimes optician or optometrist evaluate your vision. There will be not 6/6 achievement. So there will be maybe 6/9. It's not 100% you can fully read all the chart, right? So you need to ask why I cannot achieve that line, right? So basically, in order to get why behind that screen, you need to having the comprehensive eye checkup, because the process is more radical. I mean, it's more intensive. It's more intensive and more holistic, because first thing first, there will be history eye taking about your eye, and of course about the general eye health, general of your body health, because they will be contribute to the final diagnosis. And of course there will be power eye check for your astigmatism, for your short-sighted, near-sighted, long-sighted and astigmatism. They will be cover everything. Then will be tonometry application or eye care tonometry. Is for the intraocular pressure. This one is very important. I will mention it later. It's intraocular pressure, and there will be fundus photo to check back of the eye, what happened inside the eye, and we will check this using the slit lamp. Using this slit lamp is to check the in front part of the eye. So this will be very critical and very holistic. Of course, there will be involved a lot of time, maybe about 30 or until 2 hours can be achieved like that. But this one is very, very good for you to know what is the half of the general of your eye.
But generally, the exam itself, it should be between 30 to 45 minutes.
Yes, something like that.
If it's up to 2 hours, it's a lot of consultation. Yeah, so consultation is also very important, but the eye check itself, to be exact, is between 30 to 45 minutes. I think. Yeah.
If it is more advanced, including a scan to measure the thickness of the cornea, there will be more longer. But usually there will be about 30 to 45 minutes only.
Referring to the check within focus point, yeah.
Based on the check point, just about 30 minutes, inshallah. So before we are what is the reason behind the importance of the having comprehensive eye checkup beyond the eye check? This is how the light is traveled. So basically, you just can see, whenever we are wearing the reading glasses or short-sighted glasses or whatsoever, they will be just in front of that. Right, but then you can see the light is going into the cornea, into the media. You see the 1, 2, 3 media, cornea, go to the transparent lens and go to the vitreous. Then finally they will be go to the conduction. So this will be like how the light travel. So you need to understand on why. You need to know the health condition of the media and of course the conduction. Alright, well, first thing first is the reason why you need to having comprehensive eye checkup is because of diabetic and vascular disease. Alright, okay, based on the prevalence, there is increasing rapidly about the diabetic. In USA itself, it got about 16 millions of population in USA. About 6% of them got type 2 diabetes mellitus, and the current study in Malaysia showed that about 20 to 24% of population in Malaysia get the diabetes mellitus. So that's why diabetic is the one of the global major causes leading to blindness. All right, so I want to share some a bit. I have examined one patient which is always claim that the vision is very good. I mean the short-sighted, the power for the distance is very good. But then one day he come and claiming, complain the vision was blur. So I prescribe. The power is something like moderate power of myopia, moderate power of for the short-sighted. Then after I prescribe, then by the time I dispense the glasses, all right, then the patient after several days, the patient claimed that he even don't need the glasses. What happened what happened behind the story is actually whenever I am doing the comprehensive eye checkup, everything was so perfect, alhamdulillah. But then it's a fluctuating vision is occurred. Yeah, it's a pseudo myopia. Something like pseudo is a olo, something like konon. Alright, pseudo. So myopia is a short-sighted. So what is this happen? Because whenever is the glucose inside your blood vessel is higher, there will be change the index of refraction of the crystalline inside the eye. So they will demand for the power. But then after the glucose level will be lower back, then he even don't need the spectacles. This is fluctuation vision. So fluctuation vision that I want to emphasize here is one of the first indication that maybe you have diabetes mellitus. All right. Sometimes you need the power. Sometimes you don't need the power. We call it a pseudo myopia, fluctuating vision. And one thing else about the diabetes vascular eye disease is basically in diabetic patient like they are prone to having retinal eye disease. We call it diabetic retinopathy. All right. This diabetic retinopathy, and I would like to explain about you how many times this diabetic patient prone to blindness. There is 25 times. 25 times is like a time bomb. All right. So whenever you have diabetes, you must make sure you control the sugar level and etc. And in the case of diabetic patient, right, sometime in the early stage of the condition, there will be even patient is not aware of the sign and the symptom sometime. So this is something like very important because by catching up the problem more early is the best form of treatment, right? So you need to prevent first better than cure, because of course in terms of the cost, cure is more expensive than compared to the prevention. Yeah.
A lot of situation like bleeding, leakages is something irreversible. So
Yes.
definitely prevention is better than cure in terms of diabetic eye diseases.
Sometimes whenever they are not aware because that are not even bleeding yet. So sometimes they already have the aneurysm but not bleeding. So people, sometimes patient with diabetic not aware of it. But then after they bleed, there will be totally permanent blindness. All right. So this one need to be careful so much. Yeah. So this is about the proliferative diabetic retinopathy. So basically, if you want more detail, this is like how they are categorized. All right, we've got mild, moderate, severe, and proliferative diabetic retinopathy. So this one is the management will be based on your severity of the condition. So the vascular disease, basically, I just want to emphasize vascular disease like diabetes and hypertension can be identified by the having comprehensive eye checkup. So because the eye is the one place that we can see through the blood vessel inside, and whenever is any damage occur in the blood vessel inside the eyeball, there will be also might likely to having damaged blood vessel elsewhere like kidney, liver, brain, etc. So this one is very need to be careful. So about the second reason is about the optic nerve. Why you should having the comprehensive eye checkup, because the optic nerve disease. All right, this is we call as a silent thief of sight. Yeah, so it's very dangerous. You have to be careful. Sometimes, right, I have patient, they very like to having, can I know what is my pressure? It's very good. I'm so happy for it. So please ask your optometrist, can I have my comprehensive eye checkup to having what is my pressure inside the eyeball? We call it intraocular pressure. Alright, so basically the optic nerve disease, glaucoma. Yeah? If you know glaucoma, can I know what is glaucoma in Chinese?
青光眼 glaucoma is 青光眼 in Chinese.
Glaucoma, this is something like whenever the optic nerve out there is die eventually over the time, yeah, is die slowly, all right, based on the category of your glaucoma lah, basically. So one thing first is why why the optic nerve is die, because maybe because the intraocular pressure is raising up. Okay, it's more than 22 in reading, 22 more than that. So why? Basically, in glaucoma, we get categorized in three common glaucoma. Number one is close angle glaucoma. Number two is primary open angle glaucoma and normal tension glaucoma. So why this has raising up about the reading is because sometimes if you need to understand this one, yeah, this is the aqueous humor circulation. So in order to make sure the cornea is transparent, the God has been create the pump to make sure they are always transparent and to control the intraocular pressure inside. So this one is the pump, alright, the aqueous humor is secreted has been secreted by the ciliary body over here. So this aqueous humor will go up to the lens and go out to the anterior chamber. This one is the anterior chamber. And they will drain into the trabecular mesh. It's quite complicated lah. But then I want to show this one is the part of the drainage of the tears. So there will be some circulation like that. There will be drain, there will be secreted, then drain. But whenever it is close, we call it close angle glaucoma, they will be getting raised up of the reading. So I got patient before.
A sudden raise of pressure in the eye.
Yeah, I have got patient before in UKM basically. Back then it was covered by me and of course Prof. Haliza. The reading of the intraocular pressure is more than 60. So the patient come with the symptom is good lah. Symptom like that is very, they want to vomit and very pain, alright, and with the redness everything. But one thing is this we call is entry chamber angle, alright. This entry chamber angle, they will be closed. It's no problem because we come with the symptom, right? It's a pain. But then one thing is the glaucoma case, they will be not come with the sign and symptom because you're not aware of it. Because there will be primary open angle glaucoma. It's not even come with the sign and symptom. So this will be make the intraocular pressure will be getting up, raising up, but then it's slowly. So the optic nerve at the back of the eye will be die slowly. So the vision is like this. There will be tunnel vision like that. Alright. So we can access this is blind spot, yeah. This we call it optic nerve lah. We can see the optic nerve. The different optic nerve is quite. This is the atrophy, something like the glaucomatous, yeah. So there will be glaucomatous, and the vision is like that. So I would like to emphasize, whoever, for those who are more than 50 years old, who are always step on or hit or kick something over the on the floor without aware of the stuff on the floor, they must have the eye checkup. All right, sometimes they will one of the indication of it. So this glaucoma is better to having the comprehensive eye checkup so that you know what is the intraocular pressure. That one is the one indication lah. But then of course the entry chamber angle also important. This is just only can be checked by the comprehensive eye checkup. So this is about the cataract. This is very simple. Among us have the cataract, and there's so many category. And the sign and symptom maybe can having like cloudy vision, difficult seeing at night, and sometimes you are sensitive to light. Have you have any experience, Ms. Chia, having patient with the cataract?
We actually saw quite a lot of cataract cases in these two screenings, Mid Valley Mega Mall KL and so Mid Valley South Key. So the youngest patient that we detected had a white cataract was a 27-year-old male. He said that during the past 6 months his vision became extremely blurred. So he came and he wanted to check his eyes. So we thought it could be refractive error, but when we actually checked the APEC 360-degree APEC screening, we realized that he actually had a cataract developing in one eye. So he's actually a grad delivery guy. So we actually asked him to get doctor consultation for an operation.
So can you imagine 27 years old have cataract?
He's very young, so we rechecked him a few times.
Alright, so this is quite common and this is must be checked lah, yeah? Especially for those who are 40 years old.
We have a question from the crowd. Yes, we have a question from the crowd. What's the question?
Are we allowed to have another repeat cataract op?
Oh, you mean that you have cataract surgery already, it becomes blur, will you repeat the surgery again?
Yeah.
Normally after the cataract surgery, they install intraocular lens, fake lens. So the fake lens may become dirty after some time. It's called, it may become dirty after some time. So you can go back, there's a LASIK procedure that can clean up the lens. So you don't have to
repeating of cataract operation, no more. No.
You don't have to redo the
alright,
operation.
alright,
You
alright.
just go back to the same doctor. You say
Okay.
it's not clear anymore. Is it the
Alright.
lens dirty already? Do I need to clean it with a LASIK
But you
procedure?
said dirty mean blur vision, am I right?
Yeah, blur vision, hazy vision.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's like cataract coming back.
Alright.
But you just need to clean the lens again.
No, this is trying to explain to you that you need have to repeat the operation. Just have some cleaning of the. This is the word for it, is it?
What's the term already?
Thank you.
The fib is called no, you can ask them to do a LASIK surgery, a laser surgery to clean up the lens. It's not a surgery, it's just a procedure. Yes, I think it's a yak laser. You just tell them it's dirty, they know what it is. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. And basically, sometimes, of course, they got the residual power also. Maybe it's quite can contribute to that haziness also. And let's we go to that one is we cover the something disease that are related more to the ages, right? More to the older. So this one is what is important, why the children should have the comprehensive eye checkup. So I will cover maybe about the squint is very common. Squint is a strabism, misalignment of the eye. All right, myopia have been covered by the Miss Chia just now. Vergence problem, accommodation problem, and amblyopia is very famous. A lazy eye is quite famous among us. So first thing, this is squint. Yeah, you can see the right side, the right eye is squint. Yeah, the eye is misalignment to inward, all right? This we call it isotropia, so the right isotropia. So by doing the fully comprehensive eye checkup, by just not only the power, we're doing everything to having what is the vergence, what is the magnitude of the accommodation, etc. And we go with the NRA, PRA, that one is quite complicated. Then after that comprehensive eye checkup, then later we'll go with this one by doing this comprehensive eye checkup and with the optimum power, then the alignment of the eye will go straight back. So this is what we call a refractive accommodation isotropia basically. Yeah. So after whenever they got the power has been corrected, I think it's a hyperopia, right? Then the alignment will be better. So one thing I want to share is something like what my lecturer always share. Whenever you see children, it's an onset ptosis, it's a ptosis, and whenever you go up, you check the alignment of the eye, they will be divergent out. All right, the eye will divergent out with the ptosis. Directly go to the emergency because maybe you can diagnose as an aneurysm. Yeah, it's a third nerve palsy with the ptosis and the vergence out of the eye.
Ptosis is a droopy eyelid. Ptosis is a droopy eyelid.
Yeah. This is droopy eyelid. All right. So next is about myopia progression. So just now Miss Chia has been already explained more deeply about the myopia. So just I want to emphasize here, by doing the comprehensive eye checkup, we actually can control the myopia. All right. So our aim is to control the myopia because from the first you're born until you're 18 years old, the myopia maybe can changes, all right, going up. So in order to control the myopia, you need to having the comprehensive eye checkup, just not only the power. This is very important because usually, right, whenever the power is more than 600, you are prone to the disease what we call cataract, glaucoma, retinal detachment, and macular degeneration. So what is our aim is to control the progression of the power. So for example, if your children have 7 years old, the onset of the onset of the power about 300, we need to aim that the control power must be, the increment should be lesser than 0.75 diopter. So that is our aim, right? But if you just check your eye and this is my power, because I want to share one thing. I went to the one school, it's a primary school, doing the eye screening. The one boy keep asking his friend, what is your power? My power is 300. What is your power? My power is 300. So happy with the power. So there is one thing that I want to emphasize. Basically, the power must start the awareness must start with the parent itself lah. So we must control the myopia by having the comprehensive eye checkup. So this is the amblyopia. We call it lazy eye. This is quite common. All right, lazy eye is something whenever the one eye, or can also be both eye, is
Normally one eye.
normally is one eye. Whenever the one eye is under potential, okay, the condition is okay. The eye, the physically of the eye is very good. Everything is perfect. No eye disease. But then the potential of the eyes is quite is not optimal like how the other eye. Alright, this is we call the lazy eye. Maybe the causes can also by the refraction, by the power. Sometimes there will be an isometropia. We call the power is different too much. Okay, one eye is 300, one eye is just only 100. So the power with the higher power, the eye with the higher power will ignore the image. They will just only using one eye. So this can be treated. Alright, the thing is this one can be treated, but must treated yearly. I think it's better between the plasticity period between 7 to 12 years old, or even can some research 16 years old also can be also be going the treatment. So lazy eye can be treated for those, but this one must be very early checkup, yeah, by doing the comprehensive eye checkup to diagnose. Sometimes you are patient claiming that, oh, I have the lazy eye, but then after with the correction everything is okay. The patient can achieve 6/6. That one is not lazy eye. Lazy eye is whenever you don't have any disease, but then the potential even with the correction you cannot achieve the 6/6. That we call the lazy eye. Mostly in children. Anything you want to add about the lazy eye, Miss Chia?
Lazy eye normally is due to deprivation lah. So yeah. So deprivation can be like you have a cataract in front of the eye, it's not removed, then there's no stimulation for normal eye growth. That can cause lazy eye. It can be also caused like if there's a squint, then there is a deprivation of stimulus. It can also be caused like if there's a refractive error, we don't correct it in time, so the eye is ongoing blur. That can actually lead to lazy eye lah. So those are some possible reasons for lazy eye.
All right, thank you for that, Mrs. Chia. And what I want to emphasize is something like we have to appreciate and grateful about our eye. Basically, it is very small, but it's a window of our body, window of our world, right? So you need to having the comprehensive eye checkup. And basically I'm so happy because Focus Point is prepared this service with a quite reasonable price, alhamdulillah, because you're having all these things. You will having eye health history. We need to the history of your eye and history of your body health, because they will be contribute to the diagnosis letter. Then you will go with the color vision test. Sometimes the color vision problem person, they are not aware that they has the color vision problem. So we got the color vision test, binocular vision test, in order to know what is the vergence and what is the function of your accommodation, function of your lens. Is that response very good based on the distance? Is that very good? All right, we need to know what is the magnitude based on your age. And we have refractive error evaluation. This one is very common. Most of the people get this one. And anterior eye assessment, we need a magnifier thing to see what happened to your in front of the part of the eye. We got pressure measurement. It's quite very popular, and I'm happy for it. We know to the intraocular pressure, what is the reading of it. Then we have retinal screening, and of course consultation is very important. I think I would like to conclude one thing, Ms. Shah. We need to appreciate, and of course our eyes is very valuable. We need to use our eye to see the greatness of God. Use our eye to see the goodness of people. You see our eye to see our own mistake, of course. And by doing that, how to be appreciate is buying the fully comprehensive eye checkup beyond the eye power.
Okay, thank you very much, Alifi. So we had a very good question just now from the crowd, from the floor. So one auntie actually asked, will I have a second cataract? Meaning after the cataract surgery, will I get a cataract again? So just now she was asking from the floor, so maybe you couldn't hear her question. So actually she's asking about PCO, is posterior capsular opacification. Is the lens becoming dirty? There's like whitish things growing on the lens, and it can actually be removed. I think the procedure is called a YAG laser. So it's actually just like cleaning the lens. So you can actually get a blur vision after cataract surgery, and it can actually be treated, and you don't need to go through the cataract surgery again. So with that, I think we have a very insightful session from Alifi. He explained quite quite detailed on why we should actually have more than a power check, why we should go on a comprehensive eye check, why you should come to Focus Point for your 360-degree APEC eye check. Thank you very much.
Thank you.